Hey guys, welcome back. Had a surprise day off work today, so thought I would get busy on knocking some things off of this to-do list, and today is going to be planting potatoes. So I have a couple varieties of potatoes here that we're gonna get planted today. I'll show you the way that I plant potatoes and kind of explain the reason why I do it this way and take you along for the ride. So if planting potatoes is something you're interested in learning about, this video is for you. Stay tuned. Okay, so I have two varieties of potato to plant here, a red and a white. And this is a red. And the first step in the process is going to be to take the potatoes out of the bag, the seed potatoes, and cut them so that these growth nodules are on separate pieces, like so. So I'm gonna go through both bags, get them all cut up, and get that step complete. And then I'll pick you back up. Okay, we've got step one done. Got a web tray here full of the red potatoes. These were both 5-pound seed potato bags, by the way. So that is the red variety, all cut up and ready to plant. This is the white variety. These were bigger potatoes, and most of them only had one bit of growth from each potato. I still cut them because even though the parts that don't have any growth coming out of them yet, they do have eyes on them, and I'm hopeful that they will shoot some growth. So we'll go ahead and stick them in the ground anyway. Oh, actually not in the ground. These we're going to plant in grow bags, and I will kind of explain that, why I prefer to do it that way a little bit later. But so the next step is going to be to get the grow bags prepared and get ready to put these in them. So that means we are off to the compost pile. I'll see you out there. Okay, we're out at the compost pile now. Listening to traffic go by. Sorry, it's a busy road. But this is the compost pile. It's a huge mess of compost. So what I did was I took the rototiller, the front tine tiller, and just really stirred up the front part there to use. I was using that bucket to fill things up. I have the seed potatoes sitting over here in the shade waiting. And I have a few left to fill up, but here in this trailer, I have them all in the trailer because they're not gonna stay here. So I'm filling them up here, I'll plant them here, and then when they're planted, we'll put them where they're gonna stay for the summer. So you can see I'm filling them maybe about halfway right now. And I've got most of them filled up and ready to plant. And just this little spot left to go. Using compost because it's what I have, and it should do great for these potatoes. So just a quick update here, show you where we're at in the process. I'll get the rest of these filled up and get back with you in a second. All right, so here's where we're at. Have all the grow bags here in the trailer, and I have them filled partially And I have the seed potatoes that we cut up earlier placed in the bag. Next step is to add a little more of the compost soil to get those covered. And here's the thing, these potatoes are indeterminate. Similar to tomatoes, potatoes can be determinate or indeterminate. These are all indeterminate, which means I'm gonna not fill these bags all the way to the top. I'm gonna just cover enough to let them get growing. Once I see growth and they're all up several inches, I can add another layer of compost over the top and keep filling them until they are filled to the top. And what that does in theory is allows them to produce potato off of everything that's under the ground. And then once they're full, I'll mulch with either grass clippings or straw, something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get these covered up, and then I'll get them placed. We'll get them watered in really well, but I'll let you see what the finished product looks like, and you can see how much room I leave to allow for some growth to come up, and then where I'll have room to add more compost in probably a month. Stay tuned. Okay, everything is planted and buried, as you can see. So in general, I would say we've got anywhere between 3 and 6 inches left before any of these grow bags are completely filled. And they're various sizes. These are just what I could find. There's 22 grow bags here. I'd say 5 gallon is the smallest. There's probably some 7 or 10 gallon here as well. And we had 10 pounds of seed potatoes total. Now the white seed potatoes did not net nearly as many seeds or starts as the red did, but they're planted in here pretty tight, and it's just, I've done it before, it works for me. I'm shooting for 5 pounds of finished product per bag. And you can watch other channels like M.I. Gardener, talks a lot about spacing and things with plants in general. Just depending on how you do it, you can get away with planting things a little closer together. So this is how I'm doing potatoes, and I will keep you updated. I'll bring you back when we top these off with extra compost once they get going in probably a month or so. And then the number one reason I do this is harvesting. It is so much easier to just throw them back in the trailer like this, bring them back over to the compost pile, dump the whole bag out, pick out the potatoes, and leave the rest here to compost. That is the reason I really like growing potatoes in these bags. It can really be a pain digging up potatoes to harvest them. So this just makes it a little more user-friendly, I think, a little more enjoyable. You make sure you get everything. They dump right out. So we'll show you that part too when we get there. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. But I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and hope it helped you. Thanks a lot. Wanted to show you one more thing real quick. I got them watered all in, and you can see the compost settled quite a bit once it was watered in. So I wanted you to kind of see that and see how it settled down a little more in the compost in the grow bags. So there's still quite a bit of room there for some more compost to be added. So I just kind of wanted you to see the finished product. I'll find the perfect place to set these out for the season to grow, get them placed, and hopefully get some drip irrigation hooked up to them to make them a little easier to stay watered. So in future videos, we'll check in on them from time to time. I'll put a link to the Amazon where I got most of these grow bags in case anyone's interested in doing something similar. Pretty inexpensive and easy to get them off Amazon, so I'll put a link in the description. All right, that's it, guys. Now we just let them grow. Stay tuned. Always appreciate you stopping by and appreciate the love and support in the comments and likes. Don't forget to subscribe and set up notifications to stay posted on our future videos. We thank you again. See you soon.